ってみるか。ゲームパス、ホーランド、ハビリット。どうなんでしょう。新しいゲーム。お、ちゃんと。ハロルドハリパット。新しいゲームスタート。なんぼのもんじゃい。こんなゲーム。うなぎ。右下、うなぎ。ありえる？まあまあ、海の中ですよと。海の中ですよと。なんか、プリン物語とか、プリンセス物語。昔なんか NHK だって。謎の人形劇みたいな。あんな感じかなと思って、ゲームパス版させていただいてるんですが、なんか、始まりからなんかもっと全然ちゃう。そんな話これ。海の中で暮らしてる未来。なるほど。未来はもう水没してます的な始まり。的な読みとしては。ちょっと。パペットでもなんでもない。普通にフル CG じゃない。ちゃうか。謎。今のところ謎。いろんな登場人物、いろんな人がここで暮らしてると、海の中のなんや施設で。あ、ちょっと人形っぽい。人形っぽい。でもこれコマ撮りではないっしょ。オープニングやからもしかしたらワンチャンあった。ワンチャンあり得る。全然見てなかった。ごめん。どういうこと？始まりますと。はい。
Harold, I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter? Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card. Can you settle it now?
No. But wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
Wait, but only last month it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
Unagi. それでうなぎやった。ヒラメみたいな。
Fell foul of the end user insufficient funds clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to think of someone who can.
I guess that means you'll have to wait for the professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere. There's a disturbing rise in the number of people traveling without the appropriate tickets recently. I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
Shop oversaw the introduction of digital real-time.
あ、動いた。あ、なんか気持ち悪い。何これ。
We held the first employee satisfaction survey and underwater pro-employee plan initiatives, perhaps known more commonly as Fess Up. This was followed by the
So, what are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for All Water?
What? No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh.
Yeah. Could you let me wait in peace now?
Oh, sure. Do. Have fun.
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom! Have fun, Harold!
ゆっくりしたゲームやな、これ。くしゃみ止まらんし。
We reluctantly interrupt your daily business for some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Dear people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool. Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre for some important information.
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
I do beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pup. So you'll be back to the luxury of full...
I can't wait.
Perhaps known more commonly as Fess Up.
Every time I need you, Harold, it's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time...
This must have an underlying cause. I remember when you were still in school and your teacher telling me about how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious to her even shouting at you. It's like you've never snapped out of that daydream.
There were the dark times.
なんか気持ち悪い。めっちゃ遅いんやけど。
I was never in a daydream, just...
The
other stuff was boring.
Harold, the idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life. Only boring people get bored.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Destination. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
But why isn't the line active? What needs improving? A man has a right to know.
I don't know the exact decision-making process that led to this, sir, but I assure you it will be for the good of your overall long-term tube traveling experience.
So will we get discounts on the other lines as a result of the inconvenience?
As of yet, there is no discount scheme in place, as we calculated the possible inconvenience to be negligible.
Wouldn't need a discount if the prices weren't so high in the first place. Can you comment on?
I am authorized to comment on the nature of the tube closure, which is that all water will have to close the line temporarily.
This location is not accessible via your permission slip, and you know it.
I cannot say if the exact optimizations have been made to another line.
So what can you comment on?
I can confirm that
This location is not accessible via your destination decided. Enjoy the view.
いやー、これ何？面白いのか面白くないの？全く面白くないんだわ。
But Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid
Hang on.
A butterfly is an insect from Earth. They had beautiful patterns on their wings and drank pollen from flowers. I suppose you could say they often appeared in extra natural moments in life. On the other hand, they were terribly inefficient, flighty, overly trusting, and delicate. Ergo, you never take responsibility, and I never know where to find you next.
I know I drift off a bit sometimes, but All Water raised the tube fares again, and they never announced it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Ah, yes. Those two. I'm on the case.
Aren't you forgetting?
Oh.
You seem to have waylaid your PDF. It really is a wonder you get anything done around here.
Ah, thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I know... And I don't want to have to remind...
Oh, thanks. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the
Okay.
The upper right of the pad!
Ah, yeah. Cool. Then I use the navigation nub to highlight... and then hit the bottom button?
Precisely.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now hop to it. And I'll see you at the Agora Arcades when you're done.
Fret. It's out of food. Shh. Better ask Cyrus about this.
Lounge. Weed. ち歩くのそういいんやけど、早く歩く方法ないのか。これあああ
Clean as a whistle again.
イラストおっせ走ったちょっと走った
Hey, Sai.
Oh, hey, Harold. What's going?
Just doing my usual, trying to clean the fish and feed.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away, looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. I've been wondering if, what the slow release, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow.
Sai, that sounds very interesting, but what about...
Oh, yes, sorry. Must have just thought about it.
You make the fish food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe.
But I mean,
It's not just about taste, it's about nutrition. You want their gills to... and their pigments to express as...
Sai.
Well, I'll get right on it. I think I have a test batch. Yep, here. A little taster to keep them going. You should try some...
I'll let you know what they think.
Oh, did you see that?
Was that fish real?
I'm not sure. I mean, even if it wasn't, their methods are getting way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull next.
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about Fedora not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes. And all those little flyers. Handwritten, too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
I guess something about exploring the planet?
Didn't it say what's out here?
Ooh, like they've hidden something?
Maybe they think the ocean is a conspiracy, too?
Ah, Harold. Perfect timing.
Oh, Signor Tenenbaum.
I was just hoping to watch some Sun Tzu's Ashk. Got any idea?
Yeah, I think it's one of those.
Ah. Should still be good for watching the announcement.
You're really gonna watch? They'll just announce another tube price.
Well, Diego from Health Services.
What is Sun Tzu's Ashk?
Yes. Best and only Turkish. I thought season 18 was. It's worth powering through to season 36, though. That's where the plot really thickens.
I'll try to check it out sometime. Bye, Chris.
See you later, Harold. I'll be here if you want some company.
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served. Okay, Harold Bot diagnostic report. Scanning. Enjoyment. Energy levels depleted. Next destination.
ただのお使い芸か。
Ah, why isn't this? I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going.
Hello again.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Well, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it's starting.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did. And we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth. And where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castlejob.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castlejob, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together, before we unveil the next step of that journey.
It may have started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlippmeier Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? For this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Que claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch?
Yep. We've gotten to know each other well.
Okay. I'm gonna get some sleep. Buona notte, Chris.
Buona notte, Harold.
Tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Please attend to the necessary travel arrangements. Get home safe.
Oh boy. I could do with all this running back. But Agent Harrelson, that's...
Morning, Harold.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically...
Yes, it did go on. The boy seems cool.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll make a Now, if you're...
Sure. Ready for...
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. You remember...
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environs. I think they've picked up some influences from outer space as well. Take a look through the microscope. You'll see what I mean.
Just remind me exactly how that thing works again.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention. You need to open the hatch first. Now, activate the switch next to the board to open the sample shelf. The rock you want is in the container on the lower right. You remember your left and right? Bring it to the microscope and insert it into the hatch. Et voila! Check the microscope and finally you'll see. The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun. There's a particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem. There isn't enough of a recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. For?
Exactly. Older ones ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching. Oh yeah. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar... I need you to look into... If anyone on board has an older rock, we...
But if we're not going to be able to catch one, where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit and then sells them at an out...
Good evening, Jean.
Nice to see you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect it.
Yes, you definitely should.
So...
Dare I ask, what is it?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll be off.
Be good, Harold. Harold, when you see Cyrus, could you give him a message for me?
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details?
Okay.
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop?
I just did stop to wonder.
It's complicated, okay? We go back a long way and don't always see eye to eye, especially on matters of... Not that he ever... Don't mind me, Harold. I just mean, Cyrus has his stubborn face.
Okay, say no more.
Actually, Harold... No, it's okay. Nothing. Run along now.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube.
Utterly unconcerned for your own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard for the future of humanity.
Harold, good timing. You can explain things to the...
Harold, come here and explain. And yourself.
Major, I'm just passing through. I really don't know what this is about. Hi, Felix.
So you're not here to make excuses for this diminutive delinquent?
Hey, I'm not diminutive. I've just got longer to live than you. And Harold, tell him about our plan.
Harold! I thought I told you to stay out of trouble. I should have known you'd be wrapped up in this.
I'm not in trouble. There is no plan.
Are you questioning my authority and/or organizational merit?
What? No, Major.
If I find out you're a bad influence on young Felix here...
Not me. Major. Whatever Felix did, I'm sure it was meant innocently.
And how would you know about that? Unless you're in league with him.
I mean, if you just relax.
Relax? Harold, you're really starting to tweak my beak.
But what did Felix do anyway?
Utterly unconcerned for his own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard.
Anyway, Major, under whose jurisdiction is Harold in trouble?
Mine! I'm the law here. Felix, will you be a witness to this?
Absolutely.
And can you testify to Harold's involvement?
Only if he's willing to testify to mine.
Harold, tell the truth now. It'll be easier in the long run.
I haven't witnessed anything to testify.
Damn it! Then the case is in danger of falling apart.
I'm sure Felix's parents will deal with this.
Good point. They should really be present while you question me, Major. I'm only a minor.
Don't you throw the book at me, son. Where are they anyway?
I don't know. And good luck finding them.
Oh no, Felix. Have you lost them?
Harold, leave this to the professionals. Felix, do you mean to tell me you've neglected to file a missing person or persons report?
Shouldn't we look for them?
Don't change the subject.
But, Major, what is the subject?
That's right, Harold. Know your rights.
If, and I mean if, you're acting as some kind of heroic big brother figure to this young man, I expect you to be a positive influence.
There's no...
Come on, spit it out, man!
Just leave me alone, Sandstrom. I've got fish to feed.
Okay, Harold, but your fish won't save you if I catch you red-handed. Now, Felix! Where is Felix?
Oh no. Felix?
Harold, you've lost him! Ugh.
Hello, Mr. Secretary.
I'm afraid no. You must be thinking of my brother,
Oh, sorry. There are...
Well now, 3 of us work for Allwater, yes.
Oh, so...
Yes, Secretary. He remembers it all much...
Remembers? Okay.
Anyway, welcome to the Agora Arcades. Would you like to partake in the monthly Allwater Raffle Bonanza?
Oh, sure. Wait.
Certainly. The raffle is a generous...
What are the prizes?
Well, there's a long list. The full list can be perused at your leisure.
Okay.
I'll just spin her up. Drum roll, please. And... Looks like you were unlucky this time, but that's life. Try again next month.
Tim, what do you think about the announcement then?
I think it sounds exciting, Alan.
You think everything sounds exciting?
Well, that new boy thing and all. Might give us something new to natter about.
Hey, Tommy. I don't suppose you'll be back? Or, I mean,
Oh no, what do you need?
It's just that the professor and I mean, filter rocks from old that have come from the filters.
Shh, quiet! Don't be mentioning Filter Frankie. You know that every piece of my inventory is legally obtained or legally found, right?
Right, sure. That's why I'm here, to legally acquire an item of yours that you may have.
Okay, look and listen here, Longy Long Pants. I shut the store for a reason, you know? Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you Longy Long Pants just then.
You sure you don't want me to come back another time?
It's fine. I'm just feeling sorry for myself. I've got this gut feeling that my beautiful angel wife don't care about me no more.
Oh.
No, I know I'm oversharing again. Tommy, you gotta stop oversharing. Look, kid, either way, I'm not gonna be of any help to you today.
Ah, if you're sure.
Yeah, you just caught me on a blue note, that's all. She's been spending so much time with that beautiful chunk of marble. You know, the guy in the silk robe and the flowing locks? You're cool, so be cool. So you see, and if you just watch this Harold! Wait, are you sure I can't interest you in... Oh, never mind.
Hello. How's business?
You're an everyman, right? I've made a new ad, and I need your opinion. I mean, I think it's great, but maybe it's too high concept.
Oh, well, I'm not really qualified to...
Nonsense, just watch.
I was trying to read a book in the comfort of my own home, but my own home wasn't comfortable. It was too hot to concentrate. Will I ever be able to read to my children or enjoy the adventures of the Fedora 4 from my armchair again?
Why, yes, of course you will. With my patented, tried and tested aircon system, you'll always be able to keep your brain, books, and body sweat-free and as cool as Jimson Jameson himself. Please note, Slippy's aircon system is not officially endorsed by the creators of the Fedora 4 or their likenesses.
Sometimes I just can't get cozy. How's a man supposed to look after his family with cold arms? My family are depending on me. What am I going to do?
Clad yourself in one of our triple insulating cozy jackets and matching thermal underwear, of course. You know what they say, warm hands, warm hearts. Slippy's means heritage. I'm the latest in a long tradition of winter sports enthusiasts. Slipmeyers throughout history have kept everyone from royalty to the common man warm and cozy in their pursuits of the great outdoors. Slippy's means social responsibility. The Schlipmeyers were one of the most generous sponsors of the Fedora 1 project, giving back to the people, sharing their knowledge of insulation technologies and considerable wealth to keep humanity warm and cozy among the stars. Remember, you deserve to live and work at whatever temperature is right for you. With over 200 years of expertise, you can bet the weather forecast shows Slippies across the board. Come in out of the cold and into Slippies. Slippies, heat protection so good, it'll be a cold day in hell. Well, what did you think? Great! So glad you agree. And while you're here...
I was...
Ah, come on. You can't go without testing my new half-pipe. It's new and
Is that...
I'm glad you asked. It combines to recreate the most...
That sounds... But I don't...
Nonsense. I'm sure you're a nat... Oh, Harold, you were really blown away by it, huh? First time's the hardest. It's all downhill from there. Ha! I guess I'm Slippy by name, but you're Slippy by nature.
I guess so. I'd really better go now.
Sure, but just so you know, I run a pretty generous referral scheme if you're interested. For every customer you get.
Gotta dash.
Okay, Harold. Be skiing ya.
Hello.
Sample our homegrown fedora fish.
What's the catch?
Today, we...
Sounds tasty.
You know, a few of the... So we don't know if they thrive in the ocean, but